Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about a real estate case study that we had with a fairly new client. They've been working with us for about 4 months now, and as you can see they have had a slight increase in traffic as of this month. So it is currently the 23rd of May recording this. They have been able to generate 42 leads this month just by their SEO campaign. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what we've done in this video.
Hi everyone, I'm Kaz Radash, an SEO expert with over a decade of experience in transforming online businesses. I've helped hundreds of companies rank #1 on Google, driving millions in revenue. I've worked with startups and Fortune 500 companies alike, crafting customized strategies that deliver tangible results. Plus, I've shared my insights on stage at various conferences, guiding thousands on the power of SEO. If you're looking to understand the real value of SEO and how it can skyrocket your business, you're in the right place.
If you're looking to grow your organic SEO, make certain to check out the Traffic Accelerator system. The link is in the description. It is completely free. You will get a complete audit for your website, and you can essentially see where you are lacking and where you should be focusing your time and efforts on as well.
Now let's dive in.
So first of all, if you are obviously in the real estate game, you know that it is pretty hard to rank for the big areas. It doesn't matter if you're in the UK or if you're in US. Like for example, if I was to search Manchester real estate agents, you're going to see some of the big guys, like for example Rightmove, Zoopla, on the market, so Savills, Purple Bricks, etc. So like the first page is actually dominating. It's the exact same in areas such as, let's go with Orlando real estate. As you can see, you've got websites like Realtor, Zillow, Rightmove's also there as well. This might only be a UK search, but you get the point. You can't really target the big areas. So one thing we actually focused on is actually breaking down the areas that they cover. So one thing that we actually done part of the strategy call is we sat down and we said, hey, you are obviously located in Manchester. Which areas do you cover? Which areas do you not cover? Surprisingly, they actually covered quite a few areas, which was really good because it obviously meant that we can attract more keywords and more searches and more clicks through to their website. But what we actually ended up doing is, if we were to search, for example, Manchester property for sale, you'll see like obviously the big guys. You've got the Rightmoves, you've got the Zooplas, you've got the On Markets, Purple Bricks. These guys are really hard to shift, and they've obviously got a lot of backlinks. They've got a lot of power, some of these websites. So in some cases, that might be like a 3-4 year job prior to even getting anywhere. But with the good thing about actually breaking down Manchester is you can actually go after all of these other areas. So if we actually search, for example, real estate agent in Cheetham Hill, you'll see that you've obviously got free sponsored ads, which you can also do PPC on, which we do recommend. You then have the map pack, and then you have got Rightmove here, and you've got an actual real estate agent here. So this is actually a little bit easier to actually break down, and obviously you can go as far as doing like other areas, like for example Levenshulme. I've definitely misspelled that, but same goes again here. You've obviously got some real estate agents. You've got actually 2 ranking above Rightmove. So the smaller areas you actually can definitely beat out the Rightmove, but it's when you're trying to rank, for example, real estate agents Miami or real estate agents Manchester, it's going to be a little bit difficult to beat these guys out, especially if you've got like Zoopla, Rightmove. But it can be done. That's the main important part. You just need to focus your time and effort on that. So that's strategy number 1. We were actually going after local areas. Strategy number 2 is we actually focused on ranking their Google My Business. Not a lot of real estate agents do this. It's something that you should proactively be doing. Now, a few things that we obviously tried to do was they had a bank of clients that they had worked with before, so they actually reached out to all of their previous clients and started asking them for reviews, which is perfectly fine to do. Google actually advises you to do it. So that was step number one. Step number two is we actually started adding in missing sections under Google My Business profile. So they actually didn't have like images of outside of the shop, inside of the shop. These guys actually do quite a good job, hence why they are ranking. Then the next step is filling out your services. What services do you actually provide? Because if you don't have this section filled out, Google doesn't know who you are. Obviously, they can read your website, but you just need to be clear as day. So these guys done commercial properties, they've done rental properties. They also had a division that also done mortgages as well. So we actually added all of the services that they provide to this area. Then also on the updates section, we tasked their team to publish at least 1 or 2 posts a week. This could be like client reviews, it could be potentially new homes that they are actually adding onto their website. And the reason why we actually recommend doing this is because the more time spent on your Google My Business, like for example, I'm currently looking at these guys, their overview, their services, their reviews. This is actually a ranking factor. This is a positive signal when Google actually looks at this data. Obviously, you want to add as many photos as you can. Don't go and spam it with 10 million photos, because I've seen what businesses do that. Just try and make it look natural. Upload images. If, say for example, you are a solar panel company, let's say, some of the guys that work in those types of industries, they also add before and after photos as well. So you can definitely do stuff like that. You just need to be a little bit more creative when it comes to this type of stuff. So that's method number 2 to ranking for real estates. And then method number 3 is going back to the SEO side of stuff. We also want to be seen as what's called a topical authority. So just going after locations is good. Doing your Google My Business profile and essentially optimizing that Google My Business profile, that's also good. But the third one is ranking for long tail keywords. And what I mean by that is if you can basically be a knowledgeable hub for real estate, that will help big time. So for example, if you can publish articles on the top 10 best areas to invest in Manchester, the top 10 worst areas to not invest in Miami, articles like that will get searches, and it can also funnel clients into you. So for example, if you were to publish those types of articles, you might actually start attracting investors, guys that might buy 5 or 6 different properties from you. So that's the good thing about going after long tail keywords. I typically, for all of our clients, I recommend at least 4 to 5 articles a week. Again, it depends on budget, it depends on time and stuff like that, but that's where you should be, especially if you are a new website. If you're a more established website, you might want to lower that, or you might even want to up that, depending on how much you're willing to invest into SEO and stuff. So that's the 3 biggest things that we actually done when it comes to SEO for real estate. Now, I also do have some questions that I want to go over. So, question number 1 by Stephen: how can I rank my Google business profile higher for my realtor business? So I've just covered that, but very quickly, I will cover it again for you, Stephen. So first of all, focus on getting reviews. If you have a bank of clients that you have already worked with, start reaching out to them, asking them for reviews. Potentially you can even incentivize them to leave you a review. There are e-commerce stores and stuff like that also do it. Then the second thing that you also want to do is obviously upload photos of inside of your shop, outside of your business, potentially even staff photos if you do have multiple members of staff. Then the next thing you want to do is fill out this services area. There's so many Google My Business profiles that I see that they've just left this blank for whatever reason. They've just set it up and they've not really done much with it. The next thing is obviously reviews, and then photos. If you can also get videos, that helps big time as well. And then also an added caveat to all of this is you want to focus on acquiring citations, so getting your actual business address listed on directory websites. That helps as well, but that is probably a separate video that I should probably do a video on. Question number 2 is by Ryan. Does SEO always take time? I'm setting up a new realtor business and I'm wondering if I should go for SEO or PPC. Now, my answer to that is I would probably focus on doing both, Ryan. And the reason for that is because SEO is a long-term play. Obviously, in some cases, you can get instant results. With this company that we worked with, we were able to get them fairly quick results in about 3 months' time, which is pretty quick for SEO. With PPC, especially if you are a new realtor business, I would recommend doing it because, again, in some cases you might have sales staff waiting for calls, and with SEO, it's not like a click your fingers and your ranking type thing. It does take time, so I would go with a blended mix of both doing SEO and PPC. Obviously, try and vet out the PPC agency and the SEO agency. Make certain that they also do have case studies. Videos like this definitely helps. So yeah. Question number 3, Josh. Does reviews help ranking my website? So with reviews, it doesn't help necessarily ranking your website. It does help ranking your Google My Business. Now, indirectly, you can say that reviews does help ranking your website. It's a little bit of a gray area, because naturally, if somebody clicks on your Google My Business profile, they might end up landing on your website, which does indirectly help with the rankings. That being said, if you are, let's say, position 4 here, and you want to get to position 1, getting 3 more reviews isn't going to help you. Probably doing more long tail keywords, uploading more blogs, doing more link building, those are the things that are going to push the needle at the end of the day. Question number 4 by Tom. Would you always recommend going after long tail keywords? Yes. It doesn't matter if you're a new website or if you are an existing website. Potentially your business has been going for 4 or 5 years. Some of these real estate agents are probably older than me. But that being said, long tail keywords, you can always do keyword research using tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, etc. Find blog articles and essentially write out what your thoughts are on that subject and upload it to your website. It definitely always helps, long tail keywords, especially if it's on topic as well. If you're talking about real estate on your real estate website, definitely does help. Question number 5. How many backlinks are needed for realtor websites to rank? So this is probably not the answer that you want, but it solely depends on, obviously, where you're trying to rank. Now, with this example, we were actually able to rank this website fairly quickly. If I just pull up the screenshot again, I believe it wasn't that many backlinks. Yeah, we were able to do it with 39 referring domains. Now, obviously, they had some, but on the grand scheme of things, it's not that many. There's websites that have got millions. But again, it solely comes down to the area you're trying to rank. Like, for example, if you're a real estate agent in New York, you're probably going to need a little bit more than 39 backlinks. If you're a real estate agent in, I don't know, on the outskirts of Wyoming, let's say, you're probably going to need a few less links in that scenario. So it comes down to the competition. It comes down to what your competitors are doing, where you're trying to rank, how difficult the keyword is. So always try and bear that in mind. One thing I will say is the reason you're probably asking that is because you might be worried for some of the keywords, they might be super competitive you're trying to go for. Always look for long tail keywords whenever you're trying to set up a website. That's the biggest thing that you should always be doing. Question number 6 from Josh. Do you recommend calling the leads the same day? Yes. We recommend that for all of our clients, not just in real estate. But if you think of it, if you are, let's say, looking for a double glazing installation company, if somebody has filled out a form, if you can essentially phone them back very, very quickly, and your competitors might take 2 or 3 days before they phone them, you might have already closed that deal. And it's the same when it comes to real estate. Typically speaking, clients do not want to speak to 4 or 5 different real estate agents because it's a very repetitive and mundane task. So if you can phone any leads that you're getting, whether it is from SEO, whether it's from PPC, if you can phone them the exact same day, you're definitely going to be able to close a lot more. Your close rate's going to be higher. Your sales team is going to have an overall higher close rate on average as well. So that has been my video on real estate case study. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. I'm going to be trying to do more case study style videos like this. So if you guys like the format, feel free to leave a like. And as always, if you guys do want a free 15-minute growth strategy call, make sure to check out kazradash.com. The link is in the description. Thanks.